Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody.
Seeing if anything's out there.
So the street lights are on currently. You see a black mass of tendrils enter the street and literally rip one of the light posts out of the ground and throw it in frustration.
So only he sees that, right?
If anybody's looking out the window, they see that.
No, I was not.
Nope.
I was close to the curtains.
Looking out the window.
I was not.
I'm like doing this, and Charles is like, but I want to see a little bit.
So we have to see his reaction, I guess.
He shits his pants. No.
I'll see how bad
I would.
Did you bring your brown pants today, Charles?
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Well, I guess it was
That thing just ripped out a lamppost and threw it. As I slowly closed the blind or the curtain without trying to draw attention. I was only like peering through it anyways. It's not like it was wide open, but
so that scream that you heard from the cellar when you slammed it against the wall, you hear that again, but it's like 10 times louder.
Whole goddamn town's gonna hear that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a corner to rock in.
Yeah, she's fetal position.
So
Dream. It's just a dream.
Yeah.
Kill me, you won't.
Wake up. Apparently, my watch said something there.
Oh man.
So yeah. What are you guys doing other than hunkering down?
Processing. We just went from
what's the seeing there?
to like craziness.
Hmm.
What'd you say?
Gail, you saw something to make yourself freeze up. What did you see in there?
Be quiet. Quiet until it leaves.
It's quiet till
I mean, after
outside, and there's a brick wall.
Brick walls aren't enough.
You can hear through the walls.
It's inside the goddamn walls.
It's inside the damn walls.
No, after a couple, my character probably would wait like a couple minutes for like either the screaming to have died down or gone away, or like just for the night noises to return to normal night noises. Like there's crickets somewhere. I don't know.
After the scream, you hear every dog in town just going insane. And then it returns to eerie silence.
Right. I saw a lot, but not a lot. I saw a dude in a nice outfit, and I saw a really weird thing in a chair that I don't want to talk about. Also, the room was brightly lit and filled with science equipment. But I feel like when I cracked the door, the light would have come in. I might have known.
I feel like the thing that was just screaming that was probably behind that door that I jammed open is probably related to the thing you're talking about. I mean, it's a coincidence. Might not be, but
it was tentacly. Was that thing tentacly?
I don't know. Charles, was that tentacly?
Yeah. It was a writhing black mass of tentacles.
Yeah, I think that's...
I would assume it's probably correlated.
Definitely related. This dude had extra stuff on him.
So, we got this new thing called the atomic bomb. Did we call one of those in on this town or what?
We would not know about that before.
We were past the point where we already bombed Japan.
Are we? In 1943?
45.
We anymore.
We were in 1943.
43.
Oh, we're 45.
Nope, 43.
No, 43.
You're at the height of like Germany occupying.
Sorry, I thought it was 45.
Yeah.
Say 45. We definitely already bombed them.
You guys are.
Okay.
What?
No.
Are they smelly smells that smell smelly?
I am smelling a smell that smells smelly, but I think it's this. I think it got left in the washer
Oh, that's
before it got dried.
well, that's not on me.
No.
I didn't do it.
We need to get out of town.
Yeah. I don't know if and go where? College student.
Anywhere else. It's a big.
And what?
giant
And just
world.
pick up
Well,
our lives?
Car is gone.
You
Do
can
you want to walk?
pick up your lives. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Charles, how did you get here?
Rain.
I rode multiple taxis from an airport.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Those flying machines aren't real safe in these times.
Right.
Did they have civilian airplanes flying during World War II?
I believe so.
Oh yeah, they absolutely did. Yeah.
I thought most of the
Or I took multiple trains and just a couple of taxis.
We'll say trains. That tracks better. We'll say trains.
a lot of the planes I thought were
I'm
Reset.
pretty sure they had civilian planes during World War II.
They did. That was really early civilian planes. You had to be pretty wealthy to use them.
Well, I mean, or law enforcement or whatever.
all right.
So,
And they sucked back then.
They suck now.
Anyway, we can leave town.
Yeah. I don't. Where are we gonna
I
go?
don't know how we leave.
Any town that doesn't want to sacrifice it. I'm pointing to the thing on my.
I feel like that's just gonna follow us. This has been here a while. They've probably had time to branch out. We walked forever down there. It's obviously not just in this town.
They will go like 3 states over. It'll take some time for them to get that far.
And do what?
Anything.
I mean, you don't have family here. I'm not just going to leave my family.
Right. I have a husband who this is where he's gonna come back to find me. I'm not just gonna leave.
Your husband's probably dead. Your family's probably part of it.
There's a whole lot of probably you just said in your statement.
Yeah. But I'm trying to get out of town. I'm trying to survive it. Y'all seem to want to stick around and be sacrificed.
I just don't want my family to be next.
Exactly.
What if they unleashed an army of tentacle demons to take over the world? What if we could have been the ones to stop it?
What devil are you reading, buddy?
I don't know. At this point, any of them, what we've seen is insane.
Right.
What we've just seen are monsters. Well, they could be demons. They could not be, but they could be a lot of them, and I don't want that to branch out to the rest of the world. If we could find a way to stop it, I'd like to.
I think we have an obligation to do that.
Obligation? Who? We're not in the Bible. We're not apostles. We don't have an obligation to do anything besides get the hell out of Dodge and survive.
Well,
But we're
he did
Americans,
Jesus,
damn it.
but he still did.
I mean, you don't have to stick around.
He
You
did have an obligation. He was God's son. That's a
He
different
didn't
thing
know
altogether.
that.
He did know that.
I don't know. I
He
just,
literally called him his father multiple times in the
but he was older at that point. Do you think as a teenager, when Jesus was doing all that walking around on water shit, that he knew who God was?
It did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then never mind.
You don't have to stick around, John. You don't have to wait for us.
You can go die by yourself.
I understand. You don't have family here. You have nothing tying you here. We have family. I'm not going to let my brothers and sisters and my parents be maybe next.
Yeah, that's
Just
not.
burn down your farm and convince them to leave with you.
Yeah, that's not going to work for them.
It takes time to get rid of property and relocate.
Yeah, they would be. I couldn't convince them. There's no way I could justifiably say.
I've got three generations in this town that moved from
Texas.
some other place. Abroad.
But I
Ireland.
I understand why you. Yeah, if you want to save your skin and get out, I get it. I 100% get it.
Didn't you have a professor at some point that was studying these things, Sumerian or something like that? Wasn't that brought up at some point?
Nope. I've told you guys nothing about me.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, leaving's not an option.
For us.
Bye. Nice seeing you. We'll write you over.
What guarantee is that they're not just watching all the roads, and you're not going to get caught as soon as you start walking away?
There is no judgment at all.
There lies the problem. Like,
Oh, Gail's judgy.
I don't know this area. I don't know
That's
about you. Like I said, I'll put you towards the first kids I get.
You
I'm
were in
gonna
front of her
judge.
the whole time in the tunnel. What happened to push her towards the thing?
He was holding on to her, and I like him.
Oh,
Well,
fair enough.
I feel like Chris just has to have somebody to hate.
That's just,
Every campaign, he's got to hate somebody.
well, that's his
and this
character.
time it's me.
He's playing his character.
I hated Brad's character for very good reason last campaign. He stuck his arm up my butt.
That wasn't until like
Hey,
You're a doctor this time, so
right, it's justifiable. Not yet. Give it like another 15 years and you'll be fingering buttholes.
We're not,
Checking prostates for cancer.
that wasn't a thing until
I
a
know.
ways out, right?
Actually, recently, side tangent here for a second. They actually recently said that prostate exams, the way that they're performed, are unneeded.
Now they can do what? Some kind of
They
scan?
they do it a different way.
you just have a dog sniff your butt, and if tail goes down, it means you got cancer.
if it sits down, you're dead.
Right. I didn't get the details, but it was something that Anthony and Rachel were talking to me about.
They aren't necessary anymore. They have other
Yeah.
ways to test
Yeah.
that are better.
Which makes sense. Technology.
I mean, it's a little bit invasive to stick a finger in somebody's ass and tickle their prostate. Like, is this swollen? I can't tell.
Sounds more like Bible camp, but
Right.
Wouldn't know.
Kevin's not there.
Exactly.
I said you're only allowed.
Chris knows who Kevin was.
You're only allowed to be
No,
gay
just-
on Tuesday.
No.
On Tuesday.
the thing is, I know Kevin, who I knew at a Bible camp, so that is really a
You imagine our Covenant Bible camp?
That would be so good. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I just saw a picture of him. He lost some serious weight.
Oh yeah, he did. From the Ren Fair?
Mhm.
Yeah. Jerk could have told us he was in town.
All right. If you guys want to stay in town and deal with this, then what exactly is your plan?
Well, we're gonna make one now.
I don't have a plan.
I would think maybe if we want to investigate the storage house, we could possibly find some more clues there or cause a distraction and then try to re-sneak into the basement of the mayor's house.
Why would we go to the storage house again?
That's where all the flashing was. We're like,
So the flashing was happening in two locations, and then the bright light happened in one location.
yeah. So that yeah, exactly.
So while the flashing stopped in the two locations, the bright light came on
Oh, okay.
there.
So our theory is that everything got channeled to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Find evidence at the warehouse, call it in, maybe get some backup here. Or we can make him send the army,
Posters, right?
and then
Yeah, that's pretty much what would happen.
burn the warehouse down, cause a distraction, and go kill that son of a bitch before he can summon an army of demons.
So
Are you
hold on.
advocating for arson?
Hold on.
And burn it.
Absolutely.
But before
That thing just
that
picked up
conversation
the punch
continues,
and throw it across the street, lady.
you know that storehouse is where they send all of the produce that you don't use in the town to ship it out for money,
Exporting goods.
It's the granary, basically.
essentially.
Yeah, so it's for exporting goods.
So he's also talking about potentially destroying part of your family's livelihood.
That wouldn't bother me as much as this situation would. I think that would be a shitty side effect, but it would be
But we would live.
yeah.
You could always build a new warehouse.
That
And grow more grain.
usually the granary buys your stuff ahead of time, so that's their fucking problem.
I don't know if we should set it on fire before we're looking into it first. We might want to double check that.
Well, I said to look, we could investigate and then
How would we set
decide if we want to cause a distraction there.
It is a granary.
I
Granaries are
said distraction and then fire is an example. There's other ways of causing the distraction there.
so
I mean,
fire is good.
We could just start wrecking shit and making it topple over and making a giant mess.
yeah. So granaries have serious fire issues, so it doesn't take much to light those things up in a heartbeat.
Well, right, but I guess you guys smoke cigarettes, so some of you.
We got lighter. We all smoke.
I've got a
Go
lighter.
to the store. I can literally buy matches off you.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Make a fucking Molotov.
I'm not leaving this
Throw it in the mayor's house.
right now.
Gra-
You were the one who's like, "Let's leave town." I'm like, "Okay, well, goodbye."
If I had my car, I'd have some super sweet Molotov cocktails we can make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
gonna have to talk to the mall cop about what happened to that.
He's never towed it before. It's always like we've always done little stuff, but this is something different because there's nowhere to tow it to. There's no tow yard, and there's no
Right.
tow place around here. So
I mean, the police outpost does have an impound lot.
yeah, I guess we didn't look back there.
It wouldn't be that big
It-
though.
just
The
beside the
town
shed.
is small.
Yeah,
Basically, he'd probably more likely just have a car boot.
I'll drive my fucking car through the goddamn
That's
fence. Right?
Car boots in 1940, probably not.
Probably not.
No, not car boots, but no, that they would have a fenced in, kind of like this is what I picture. I picture the impound lot looking like Mater's little
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
of fucking movie cars,
Just with, razor wire and
Yeah, I'd
padlocks.
drive through that in a heartbeat. Shit about that.
Yeah.
I guess we could try to figure out if that car is there if we need the car. But
Yeah. Go borrow a bolt cutter from somewhere and
is there? So
go check that out.
here, 1 sec. Let me look at the map real quick.
I mean, we've kind of been awake all day.
Yeah, I don't think sleeping is much of an option right about now.
Ish sleep.
No.
Just a firewalk.
I'm supposed to work in the morning.
So, I'm supposed to go back to the fucking place.
You were supposed to do that like 6 hours ago. Your parents are pissed.
Yes, they are. Where's the hotel motel?
It should be, if I pull up the
To
map.
the left of the store.
So you guys ran past
We're on the other side of
Gail's
Jack's.
place. You get to where you are.
Oh, so the fucking store, it's across the street. The storage warehouse.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
We're gonna go check that out right now.
I mean, it's closer than trying to go to the police station.
There was a squid in the road that just threw a lamp.
It in clearness, it ripped it out of the ground and then threw it.
Still bad.
Oh wow! Actually,
I guess we could wait till daytime.
car boots first started coming out in 1914.
Wow. All right. The more you know.
Yeah.
But no, that shit was definitely towed.
Yeah, he just put it in the lot just to piss me off. But I guess we could wait till daytime. I mean,
You could.
Could try-
So, the pattern that I will say that you guys have definitely noticed is the spooky shit definitely happens more at night than during the day.
Yeah. I'm voting for sleep.
I mean, like you said, we should sleep in shifts. That way,
I would look right at Charles.
like 2 a.m.
I would look at Charles and be like, "There's no way you don't have whiskey in here, right? You got whiskey? You got something? Come on, Charles."
yeah, you're a cop in the 40s. You got whiskey, rum.
I mean, I would think I'd have just a fuck ton of cigarettes. Didn't have time to get drunk.
Only
I've been going to work immediately.
Joke's on you. He's the type of Italian that prefers gin over whiskey.
Whatever, something that'll knock my ass out.
Can I roll to see if he's a cultist?
I would.
Yeah. Have a good cigarette. They're healthy for you.
I can say I would have a flask, but I bet you it'd be half gone right now, and I would be like, I just
Help me. Please.
afraid to use my phone to call contact with Ruby stuff.
You could try the hotel phone.
Nope. No, it's like contact out the daylight.
Nope.
At least not for me. I mean,
Alright, so it's 2. You said it was like 2 a.m.
It's closer to 2:30 now after the rampage of the thing.
That's only
The
6
Charles.
hours.
quite a bit of sleep.
That's not enough. Sleep. What do you mean?
I mean, I guess I'll take first watch if that's what we want to do, but I don't feel like running around in the day is going to be any more useful than running around at night.
Alright, whatever you guys want to do. I just know it's been a long day already.
You could
We've
take
had to fight somebody.
I do agree with
We went
taking
to-
the morning, but I agree that the morning would be better.
I mean, is
we should just
fatigue,
wait
is
for the morning.
fatigue a thing in this game?
So the way that I understand it, it's not necessarily a detriment to get tired, but I will say it definitely has negative effects on your sanity because that's just sleep study. So staying up for multiple days in a row, I will definitely probably have you take some sanity damage. You're just tired. It doesn't reduce your health or anything. I'll say if you choose to sleep, you may heal your character for 1 hit point. That is the other mechanic of sleep.
Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. Why did I get?
Oh, it's from your uncle knocking you down.
Yeah.
2 hits of damage for that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, I need to.
Because I think you took 1d2 damage from him knocking you down.
Yeah, 'cause it was a flip of a coin thing situation. Yeah.
So then, that sleeping would be good.
So,
All right. Well, I would like to keep watch on the warehouse
Mm,
and an eye out for squid things crawling over town or people.
Right.
just anyone.
Yeah. Oh well, people search. He said search the town, so I want to see who the fuck might be searching.
Yeah, it's a good point. See someone walking around town.
But while he's carefully showing out the window, I'll keep an eye on the door so these two can sleep.
okay.
Good. I'm out.
All right.
3 hours of sleep. Wake up so you guys can get 3 hours.
Charles, give me a spot hidden.
43 out of 60.
Very nice. You see multiple vagrants and some people you've never seen before walk around kind of aimlessly throughout the night.
Do they have a weird like shuffle to them, like the way the uncle would walk?
A few of them did.
Or okay.
In fact, actually, you noticed the people that were kind of shuffling around were kind of the transient people. Who actually, some of which you recognize from the back of the supermarket when you helped Gail get rid of some of their less than yeah, their less than appealing produce.
Get it? Less than appealing?
How dare you steal my joke? Oh, I believe so. Or there's Doritos.
Hmm. And nothing at the warehouse?
Would you like a rice?
Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you. All right. So,
That was a negative for the warehouse.
no. In fact, what would that be? Roll. Just give me a roll and try to get under 70 and let me know if you succeed that.
30. Exactly.
You notice that all of the people that are wandering at this hour specifically are avoiding the warehouse. They actually won't even come within a block of it. And if they notice that they're getting too close, they abruptly turn around and walk the other direction.
Mm.
Interesting.
Rice Krispie treats.
Okay.
So, John, what are you doing while you're watching the door? You're just blankly staring at the door, or you doing like Sudoku?
Well, I'm just blankly staring at the door.
Just doing Stoku.
Just got my hand in. My gun is in my jacket pocket, but so my hand's near it, but it's not like holding on.
Okay. The hours pass uneventfully. And eventually the sun starts to come out.
We switch, don't we?
Yeah, we don't switch.
Do all the people go into the ground like Redeads from Legend of Zelda?
No, they don't. They become less and less obvious to you who is searching and who is just getting up to do the stuff that they're supposed to do.
Like we'd recognize the people, so.
I mean, I would definitely recognize who I see on a regular basis versus anyone who's not regularly in town.
So again, you recognize the transient people that you've helped, but there are individuals that you do not recognize that, for all intents and purposes, you're not sure that they live here.
What are they wearing?
Some of them are in suits, some of them are in less conspicuous stuff. In fact, is history a thing?
Probably.
History thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's right below first aid.
Yep. If you want to give me a history roll, I can tell you where you may or may not recognize them from.
I guess it's worth a try.
History. I'll try it, but I think chances are slim.
Yeah.
Actually, everybody can give me a history roll.
Yep. Nope. 63.
Definitely not.
For everybody, or people who are awake?
You can do it too, because actually, I thought about it. You got a pretty good look at them, so.
Fucking on my history stuff.
I got 30 out of
31 out of 5.
All right. Nope. These people are just, you don't seem to recognize them and have never seen them before.
I thought Charles was the only newcomer to town.
Yeah, 63 out of 5. So.
Yep.
Do you hear about a group of non-natives coming in?
No, but you'd think I would hear about it though. I'm pretty into the town's know-how.
Right. I was listening to gossip. I don't remember any of that. As it becomes daylight, do those people go away, or they just stay on the streets?
They just start blending in with the people doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Isn't this a town where everybody knows everybody?
That's odd, isn't it?
Nobody's noticing that.
It would be apparent not.
Very weird. Yeah.
Maybe they're invisible to everybody but us.
Mm.
Good question.
Well, that seems disturbing.
How about this? When you shoot one in the face with your gun, and if everybody else reacts to the dead body, you know they saw it.
Yeah, I'm not that good at shooting. I'm also not leaving this motel room quite yet.
So the sun climbs higher and higher into the sky.
I think it might be worth going to check out that warehouse. And if
Yeah, I say now.
we have the courage to do so during the day, probably going to be more fruitful during the day rather than at night. They did seem to be avoiding it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Charles, I need to use your phone.
You mean the hotel phone?
Well, is there a room? Wouldn't there be a room phone?
Yeah, there's a room phone.
Yeah,
He
I need to use
doesn't
that.
have a cell phone. This is way before that.
Well, I need to use it. I'm gonna have to do that star 69 thing where you can't trace the number that called you.
It might not have been a thing back.
Well, that would dial out of the. It would just come up as the hotel. It wouldn't come up as the what room you're in.
Yeah. I gotta call my mom.
The phone rings and rings, and then your mom answers the phone, kind of huffed and, hello?
Mom, I'm sick. I can't work today.
You couldn't have called before now?
I just found out. You know how it is.
Are you pregnant?
Hopefully.
Well, I guess congratulations, but
No, I'm not pregnant. I'm just sick. I'm throwing up. I'm real gassy. Like it's just it's a bomb up here.
Oh man.
I guess I'll talk to your father about running the store today.
Call I don't remember cousin's number off the top of my head, so call her. She always comes in when I call her.
Okay, I'll give her a call. Are you sure you're okay, sweetie?
I mean, I don't know. Like the Exorcist up here. I don't know.
I mean, I can bring you some stuff if you want.
I don't want to give it to you too.
All right.
New fancy polio stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me a listen roll.
That's not anything good.
Everything sounds fine.
I would want to call my parents because I just thought I would get an excuse. So
Okay. The phone rings and your father picks up the phone.
So before he even says, like, after hello, before I even say anything, I'd be like, Dad, before you get pissed, listen.
He is, you can tell just by his breathing, he is livid.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of tired though. Can't be angry all the
So,
time.
let's hear it, boy.
So I have my car parked in a visitor spot at the sheriff's office, and he towed the goddamn thing. So I am going to get my freaking car back.
Well, isn't that just retribution because you fuck with him all the time?
Probably.
I mean,
I feel like he gets it from his. I feel like he would get it from his dad.
he obviously he gives a little chuckle like, you got your tow card or your car towed.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of giggles at you like, serves you right for fucking with him, but at the same time, yeah, fuck the asshole.
Yeah.
Don't they pay him?
Yeah, they pay me to work on the sheriff stuff.
Well, yeah, they so the income that the farm makes kind of goes into partly into the moonshine and then partly to buy off the so-called sheriff. And he, I guess George just got a stick up his ass. I don't know. Should I call him?
No, we'll just be missing a gate here in a minute.
All right. I mean, let me know. Your chores are stacking up, boy. You better get your ass back here.
All right.
All right. And he hangs up the phone.
Yeah, they didn't even say I love you.
Yeah, they don't say I love you.
Yeah, dads don't do that.
I know.
Not back.
My dad does.
Not back then, I should say.
You're a girl. Dads tell their daughters they love them so they don't turn into strippers.
Fathers say, "Get one."
Dads don't tell their sons that they love them.
Until their deathbed.
So that they
Right.
don't turn into stripper?
Well, they want us to turn into strippers.
Well, they're afraid of hugging the gay into us, is what probably
This is
it
also
is.
like in the 40s, right?
Yeah.
No, Brand's
not-
like, this is real now.
Yeah,
It is with-
it's reality for me.
It
I'm
is-
sorry.
It is with your father, yes. But
Goodness. Anyway, so give me a listen check.
listen check. What's my listen? Oh, that's an 8. So I'm assuming it passed. Listen. Yeah, 30. 8 out of 30.
So your dad, you've been around him for a long time. You can definitely something about the way, like all of his, the way he talks to you, all of his phrasing, all of that seemed right, but something was off in his voice. Like, you can't put your finger on it. Like, you just get this gut feeling like, that didn't sound right.
Something ain't right.
Like he's got a slight accent that he doesn't normally have.
Or,
He's got a lisp all of a sudden.
he can't put his finger on it because, in all intents and purposes, it sounded like his dad. All of his idioms and phrasings and all of that sound exactly like what he would say.
It does sound about right. I feel like he would giggle at the fact that I'm messing with the sheriff, but he'd be annoyed about the chores. He'd be like, I'm happy that your sheriff is being fucked with and you're having fun over there and all that stuff, but chores.
But just
We did.
something about the interaction just kind of gave you a feeling of something is off.
I guess I would, after I hung up the phone, I would look at Gail and I would say, "Did your mom seem right? She seem okay?" I don't know. My dad didn't seem.
The usual conversation where I call my mom and she asks if I'm pregnant. Yeah.
I mean, it's a little odd of a lady of your kind hanging out with all of us, but
They don't know that.
it's true.
Oh Lord, they don't know that.
Lots of people have. We haven't been out all together
It's true. We've been doing pretty good
in
about
the
keeping it.
daytime.
Yeah.
This will be the first time we've all emerged from a hotel room. And I dare the clerk to say something. No, I don't care.
Okay.
There's a fire escape. They don't have alarms yet.
Because married women have
They don't have alarms yet.
married
They-
women don't-
They definitely have fire alarms.
Back then, they did not. Married women did not cheat back in the day.
You're right. She was invented in
they didn't.
2000.
They didn't get caught.
Because there wasn't fucking cell phones and GPS tracking.
Well, like I said,
In a small town like that, she's definitely gonna get caught.
It would definitely be the talk of the town. Not that again, we're keeping it pretty on the DL, so
all right.
but it wouldn't take long for people to be like,
Yep. So, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna need a disguise. I just realized that.
why?
I'm supposed to be sick up in my room. I can't be seen walking around town.
Wrap you in bed sheets and say you're Muslim.
Yeah,
I guess
that might work.
Just every time a man talks to you, I'm having lady issues. Leave me alone.
that would definitely deter a male. He'd be like, okay, yep, okay, yeah, you have your lady issues. It's a bad hair day. Leave me alone.
What are you gonna do? Disguise yourself?
I need
A hat?
yeah.
You
Every good disguise starts
you
with
wear
a
one of
good
those Shaw things.
Does your character wear glasses?
Yeah.
Then have her take them up. Boom.
I can't see.
So the only fire alarm system would be like a crank handle that there's this box that makes a loud horn noise. So there wouldn't be anything attached to a door. So we could definitely sneak out of here.
The thing that sounds like you're running over cats.
Yeah, but
No, I guess
I just picture like a Shaw, like I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go back. None of you guys have lady clothes.
We can go back to your. One of us go to your apartment for you.
I think that's for the best of us have lady.
Are you
It
sure?
would be in handy. It would be handy. Actually, no, my bag is. No, I took my bag back. Or did I leave my bag in?
I mean,
You always go get my car.
the-
I can't remember if I left it in the car, if I dragged it across the farm field with me.
I don't remember 100% either, to be honest.
Yeah. Where my clothes keeper?
in your bag.
Okay, where's my bag?
Keep track of your own shit.
Okay, it's in. If I get to decide, it's in his car.
Cthulhu has it.
All right, we gotta go get your car because then I'll have some of my stuff in
I'm
there.
gonna get my car. I know exactly what my car.
It would your store, have a bolt cutter we could use, or do we need to buy one from the hardware store?
No, that'd be hardware for sure. My store would carry like basic home things.
She's got flour and sugar and produce.
Well, I mean,
Fire?
Yeah,
People keep their own
Wow.
tools.
Oh, at least a fire. I'm like,
we would
fire.
probably sell matches.
Dude,
Yeah.
apparently after this episode, we all need to go for a hearing check.
Oh,
I think you just need to go for a speak.
No, his speaking's fine.
No, but I heard fire too. So
I guess we're just pyros.
Well, I'm going to make a quick trip to the hardware store. If anybody would like to join me.
I'm gonna go get my car.
I think I'm gonna wait
Well,
here.
I was going to buy a bolt cutter so we could get in there.
Oh no, I have a way to get in there. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't need a pair of bolt
I'll
cutters
with
then.
you. I hate you.
Yeah, we don't have a.
Wow. You don't say something like that to somebody's face. It's so rude.
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't your mom teach you manners, John?
No, I'm an orphan.
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
Just flipped it out.
Now who is the jerk?
That doesn't just because you're an orphan. So, I guess I'm gonna have to instruct
I
you
walk out of the room. I walk out immediately as soon as she tries to
on the properties of etiquette.
Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely just walking towards the sheriff's office. Let me know when I get there. I guess.
I'm gonna look around for a piece of like a note paper and a pen, and I'm gonna start writing down like it's proper to say please and thank you. Like I'm start writing rules of etiquette.
Okay,
I can use some toilet paper.
roll me a d10.
Just one. 4.
Takes you 4 hours.
Wow. 4 hours to write out etiquette? I was literally gonna do it.
So she wrote it down.
All right.
Anyway, so since Gail's preoccupied, let's cut over to Charles real quick. So Charles, you walk out of the motel and then down this street, right? Down the street? Or up
Yeah.
the street?
Well, it's actually right next to it, I thought.
Yeah, it's up the street. It's literally right there. So you literally see. So you guys leave the motel together, essentially. You see Charles cut into Max.
I mean, bolt cutters wouldn't be bad to have dealing with the warehouse.
So, as you walk in, the store owner, Jack himself, says, "Can I help you?"
I would like to buy a pair of bolt cutters, sir.
Let's see, bolt cutters. Yeah, I got a set. They're my last set though. Let's see.
I feel like it's Monday, and I feel like Monday is shipment day.
Well, they ain't come in yet because the roads are flooded. You ain't heard? Right. Anyway, so he brings out a pair of bolt cutters. They're your standard bolt cutters, red handles, rubber grips. It'll be about $5.
All right. I will pay him the $5. I have plenty of money.
All right.
$30 back from the room the other day.
So he takes your $5 and said, "Thank you for your business. Can I help you with anything else?"
Nope, that'll be it. Thanks, sir.
Alrighty. And then he hands you your receipt, and then he goes back to flipping through a girly magazine on his desk.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attempt to go catch up to Max, I guess.
Alrighty. So, did you stick with Max, John, or did you go your own way?
I guess with Max, I had it.
Alright.
Whatever got me away from her.
Wow.
I've written 10 chapters. I have them all.
3 paragraphs.
It's not been 4 hours yet, so.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I look forward to having that much toilet paper.
Anyway. So Charles kind of jogs and catches up to you guys, and, he's got a shiny pair of bolt cutters in his hand.
I'd look at it, but that should be helpful for later.
They're in I'm gonna tuck it in my, trench coat. The overcoat of the suit.
Okay.
With a shotgun.
Yeah, makes sense. You kind of obscure them. And then you guys eventually make your way to the police outpost.
So I'd casually walk in to greet Stacy.
She says, "Oh, hey, Max."
Hey, Stacy. As you'd imagine, you probably know why I'm here.
Yeah, I tried to talk the sheriff out of towing your car, but he seemed hell bent on it. Something was up with him. So I don't know. He also, yeah. Anyway, well, I'm assuming you're here for your car.
Yes.
He also took the keys for the impound lot,
Okay.
so I can't even get in there. I'm sorry, Max.
Easy enough. Well, I appreciate your time. So I'd walk back out the door, and walk over to the impound lot behind the post.
Yep. You see a standard chain link fence, topped with not just barbed wire, but it is razor wire.
Yep. So I would kindly ask Charles for his bolt cutters.
Oh yeah, let's use them.
A cop.
Exactly what I thought.
Whoa!
His car was improperly.
Look, to make sure the coast is clear and fucking.
Just for so I know what to say next. Would Max be the type to lock his doors every single time?
For his car?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. When you walk up to your car, you can tell that somebody shimmed the door open and like literally forced your door open.
Bastards.
Well,
You would see the marks on it, I'm sure.
oh, well, I mean, like the top of your door is kind of like fucked up.
I'd see that and I'd be like, fucking assholes. I wonder if they found cat in here. So I would unlock the car, open the door, unlock the trunk, and then I would go to find my little secret compartment back there and see if it's still there.
So, for my own knowledge, is there a way from the cab to open the trunk?
No.
Okay. So, that's also been pried open, actually. So, they were pretty thorough in searching your vehicle. But you notice none of like your shines missing. The book you guys had is not there.
They found it.
They found the secret compartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they tore your car up pretty good.
So I'd see that, and I'd obviously look at John and look at Charles and be like, well, they found that apparently.
No, he just needs their sack.
So I would walk over to the tow truck that's in the yard because they'd have a town tow truck or whatever.
Mhm.
I'd grab a chain off of it and put a chain around the front gates of that facility. And I'd be like, all right, we're gonna rip these gates off when we leave, just an FYI. And chain it to the hitch of the car, and then pull the gates off about 10 foot, rip them off so they're sitting on the ground, and then unhook the chain and drive away.
Oh yeah, no. If you felt so inclined, give me a drive auto. Drive auto. That's the one.
That's a 44 out of 80.
Yeah, you leave a nice set of little like burnout marks, and the gates come off with a clang. Stacy walks out of the front of the building to see you drive by and gives you a little wave.
I was just driving. I'd give her that little wink.
Alrighty. So you
No.
retrieved your car.
I would definitely not be parking it on the street.
Yep.
I would be parking it like behind the hotel in the alley or something like that.
Yeah, there's a nice spot behind the motel where if you're not looking for it, they definitely wouldn't spot it.
So I mean, I'd be
As a getaway vehicle.
Max would be upset about the car, but at the same time, it's fix it later.
Probably put some sort of drop cloth or something on so that way they won't immediately identify.
I think I actually would have some sort of drop cloth because of what I do.
I figured you'd have something like that to like, if you pulled off fast enough away from the cops, you could just drop a cloth over it and just be like,
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So we pull up behind the hotel or motel, and we would, as those guys are getting out, I would go get my trunk wedge back open and grab the cloth and drape it over the car and grab her suitcase,
I thought it was her purse or bag.
bag or
Yeah.
suitcase or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it was a suit. It was. I packed an overnight bag kind of thing
Oh, okay, okay.
Whatever.
So then
to go to the barn originally.
they have that.
Okay. I don't think that took 4 hours.
Oh no, you're still writing.
Well then,
This is important, guys. I promise.
If-
Needs to be done.
if we're going to be doing this, I might want to stock up. Maybe how much does would I know how much a shotgun would cost?
So
They're pretty expensive.
Wait,
is there an actual like fucking store in this book?
I thought so, but it would be in the keeper's manual.
Is this
Like I'm okay with the pistol, but
what is the price of a pump action shotgun in 1940?
They probably don't have that. They probably have it for the 1920s because that's when most of Call of Cthulhu was designed for.
That's why I was going to look at the price and then probably gouge it.
It was like 27 cents.
Weapons too. Alright. Wow, submachine guns, shotguns, 12 gauge, pump action. Oh. So for the modern game of Call of Cthulhu, it's $200. So you're a little short. What's your current rating?
at the top. Where's that at?
Somebody with a character sheet? Credit rating?
Oh, rating 20% or 20.
Oof.
It says I have $1,000 worth of assets.
God damn.
Maybe I brought a shotgun in my fucking trunk or something. I don't know.
Right.
You don't have a car.
I can't have $1,000 worth of fucking. Well, I was saying like a traveling
Suits.
trunk, like a
Your
big.
suit?
Your suits are fucking pricey, my dude.
Yeah, it's your assets are all suits.